Okay, trading friends, good evening. It's me and Robbie today, running through some
Hello.
trades. And we're gonna mainly focus on three shorts that I took personally, that followed the CT setups. And after that, I think we'll do just a little bit of evening analysis together, and we'll maybe have a little dive into what's going to happen tomorrow, or what might happen tomorrow. Unfortunately, kind of missed the big buy. I was waiting for the whole bloody day. But to be honest with you, I'm looking at these three trades right now, and that's a good reason just to shut your terminal if you catch trades like this in general. There's no reason, even if you're planning a big buy. If you've got 40R or whatever, right? In general, you don't need to keep trading, because there's a good chance always when you enter a trade that you're gonna give all your money back. So first one we're looking at, it was 8. Feel free to chime in, Robbie, by the way.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
8. Well, you know what? I'll bring up Jeff's trade of the day first.
Yeah.
So here we are. Well, I kind of managed this in a funny way, because what I did, right? I entered, and then I took partials. I think it was around this structure level, or maybe it was down here. I can't remember. And then there was this 41.0, huge imbalance, and I added another here, and that's that little one. And then this one up at 53 is one of the original ones. So I opened them in 5. So I've opened 15 lots. I kept one running the whole way through. I took 2 partials and added one on it as 41.0. So I guess we can take a look. And it was setup free, right? And the imbalance in question, first of all, we're following the order flow, which is very important, right? M15, down, 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 okay? Lower lows, lower highs. Very important for setup 3 that you're following the order flow. And then this one, it was what? So it was just after London Open. We'd made a bit of a suspicious move up, I think. Any kind of spike up at London Open, you got to be thinking sus, right? And it broke 2 trend lines as well. And then there's this imbalance. There's this 00. Right, 0, 0. And you got to be noticing these and marking them out, because if you're trading at London Open, you got to be expecting a trade, right? So mark out all your imbalances, have them all in sight. And if we go to trading view, not trading view, MT4. That's the 00 that I marked out. Okay, powerful imbalance. And then scroll, scroll, scroll. It was quite, it was a couple hours before it actually happened. And there you have this lining up. I'll paste it onto the actual trading view screen. Give me a second. But it's what I call lining up. So it's not a very technical term, but basically a failure to break above it. And you notice this bullish push, absorption beforehand, bullish push, not really getting anywhere, and then the delta flips, and then sellers start taking over. So those 3 candles lining up under the imbalance, to me, that was my signal. And if you look at setup 3 order flow or process flow, that's the rule. the volume is declining. You know, you got 412 push up, absorption, and then it's like 150, 120, 105. The volume's declining basically, and then the delta's flipping over. So I'll paste that onto the thing. No, I did the wrong thing. Cut, paste. Right. So that's it. That's the key moment. You can see my screen, can't you, Robbie?
No, it's minimized, but I'm looking at it on mine, so
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
So, very easy. Well, I would say easy, but not difficult.
Yeah.
I think we've explained it. That was the London Open spike here. That corresponds to this candle. A bit of absorption at the structure level at 7:30. And then this, you see a little doji on the imbalance price action. 2 dojis. And that's your entry. That's when I'm in. I'm in like right on there. And I think if you look at my broker timings, I'm in at that kind of level. Yeah, that's it. It basically this straightforward. This imbalance that's setup 3. Follow the order flow. You come up to an imbalance. Your volume is dropping, and you're getting a lining up underneath, and then you enter. No confirmation required. That is your confirmation. A failure to break above the level, and that's how you get the tight entry. If you're waiting for a 3-bar reversal, say you want to be ultra safe, that's fine. There's a 00 there, and I think Robbie mentioned that if you drag that across, basically to your next candle, you get your engulfing candle, and then you get a touch. So if you wanted to be very conservative, you do that. I see no reason to. Like, for me, seeing that as maybe a slightly more experienced person with order flow, like only a year, that's good enough for me. But if you want to be safe and want to see that engulfing candle and the retrace, and it's just filling an FEG basically, or an imbalance, however you want to read it. Very, very easy. Target wise, what did I actually target? So I targeted, it looks like the pivot, or a pivot of sorts. Now, have the pivots changed? No, they haven't.
No, I think it was a pivot, buddy.
Yeah. So that was 12-ish hour. And we had this, what was that, a 0.40 something? Anyway. No, that was it, wasn't it?
It was just down from it. There was the 41.0 diagonal.
That was it. Sometimes
I think I joined on that just for a quick couple of pips.
Yeah, that would be like a scalper's entry. A 41.0 is like a strong imbalance. That's a strong, like, it's gonna hold basically. So I'd taken partials below the structure, and then just added an extra one, just for there was no rhyme or reason for it. It was just like, I had my partials, and then I thought, well, I know what it's doing here. It's just touching 41.0 and then going. So easy. So then we can make a run up, and then the next warning sign is we're in M5 supply. And why is the M5 supply? Right, so switching to the M5 screen. You know what annoys me about TradingView is when you change time frame, it goes somewhere else randomly in this so that's an M5 candle body that breaks structure. Henny was asking about intraday supply and demand. That's it basically. If you want help with it, I tend to use the swing high low indicator. But you've always got to be thinking of this stuff, of the supply and demand that develops during the day. Really, really important, I think. So what time did that happen? 8:40. 8:40. So that's supply. Okay. It's here. It's just the, it's just the body of the candle, basically. You can include the wick if you like. I use the body. And that's the structure broken, so that's supply. So you have a run up. I think it was in relatively low volume. We can check the footprint. What time will that be? For the second trade. Let's see. I called this setup 2 confirmation 2. So setup 2 is supply and demand that breaks horizontal structure, that you have some kind of low volume retrace into, and the secret sauce is like the VC inside it. So we'll try and find that. If we can find the time that happens. So the supply is at 8:10, so the VC should be at 10:10 on the server. Okay, be in the footprint. Bid ask. Volume. 10:10, 10:10. Doesn't seem right. I posted. It's the wrong time framing. That's it. Good stuff. 10:10. So yeah, volume clusters, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. These two 144s, that's the volume clusters that I noticed. So in supply, you're just looking for the highest volume within the supply, and there was the run up on relatively low volume, so 360. It was actually like 360 when it touched, compared to the drive down. You're getting thousands of contracts, 594 on the next drive down, and then 360 by the time we touch supply. So we can cut and paste that on it as well. Now, are we the first Scottish trading group on YouTube? I wonder. I was trying to think that.
I'm not sure, buddy. We've got a very mixed group anyway, don't we?
It's very international. I'd say predominantly UK, but very international.
Yeah.
So the VC was here. Let me just use text 144. I love the VCs. They are my favorite. And once you put them in your supply and demand zones,
they're very reliable.
It's just like it pinpoints, because a zone is a zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big area, and let's say you're wanting to go short on this zone, right? But let's say you want to get it higher. You're waiting for higher and you miss it. Well, there you are. You got your volume cluster and you're in.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So again, I just ran it down to the pivot. Well, I think just below the pivot. Let's see. Profit was 14410. Why was that? Why did I choose that? Because I wanted this M15 swing low taken out. Okay, but I didn't actually. I took profit before then. I think I saw it spiking off.
Yeah, that's why I took profit.
And I just boom, just closed it. If we go back to the account history, we can see it. But there's really no need. I mean, That was the idea.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually, I think I closed. Let's say for the sake of argument, it was like around there, so 30 pips. That's still a great intraday swing if you're catching it with 2 or 3 pips stop loss. Let's say it's 3 pips stop loss, 10R. 10 bloody R. Come on. I don't want to. Anyway, I'm getting emotional here.
Some people's weekly targets 10R.
Well, some people's. You got KB trading. They're looking at 10R in a year.
Yeah.
So what was the next one? Heavy absorption, I'm saying, and a VC. So this must be some kind of supply. The same. No, it's a different supply. So I must have identified a different M5 supply. Why did I do that? Did I do that? Well, there was this accumulation and this little doji leg out candle. Is that it? Yeah. Doji leg out. Okay. Doji indecision candle leg out break of structure. That's supply. Okay. And added bonus, there was this kind of like accumulation before it. Sandwiches, I call them. Right, when you have sandwiches, that's basing, right? Basing. Make sure you note that down. Any kind of basing, that means orders are building up. Okay, so they're still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you went into a lower time frame, it'd be like an accumulation, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you went into a time frame below it, it would just be like accumulating.
Yeah, exactly. Up and down and up and down. That's just the market makers or whoever, the big institutions building up orders. So, you note that intraday supply. And what do you get? Another run up and heavy absorption. So if we see what that actually looks like, I think I posted that on Discord. There. We can just open the original without actually digging around and going into MT4. You can see there's a huge absorption. And it was on a VC. I don't remember which VC that was, but I just noticed it was on. I'd noted it before from somewhere. We can go back and find it if you want, but sandwiches again, which is just sideways movement, accumulation, and absorption. Okay, a refusal of bears to let bulls go any further than this, which is just below the 1.5 point, which is in supply, which makes sense because if you go back, they're building up orders, so they're clearly defending this area for some reason, right? And there you go. That was $9,000. That was $9,000 in the bag. Done. It doesn't get simpler than that to me. I think a lot of people closed early on this one, and I'm not sure. Did you? I don't know why.
I closed and re-entered on the pullback.
So I wonder. My question to you is, why did you close?
It was I'm pretty sure there was big rejection that I didn't like, and I thought it was going to come back up because I got in just a little bit later. I thought it'd come out and break even me, so I'd see how it approached the demand above.
Yes.
Because I think we had the trend line bounce, and I wasn't sure if it would come back and break even me, so I took profit off it.
All right.
And I says when it comes back, I'll re-enter if I like a PA and the volume.
I see. Okay. I kind of see what you mean.
I was in from the top. I'd have held it, but that was because I wasn't in from the top.
I think I was just feeling quite calm. In general, I woke up feeling very calm that day, and I had my routine, I had my shower and stuff, and in general, going through all this, I felt like I was in a bit of a flow, and I didn't feel any stress. So
you had a really good morning as well, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it was like
yeah. I mean, after what 12 hour, 10 hour, that's 22 hour. And then I had that 16 on top. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was it does tend to come down, run back up. But when you see this, meandering kind of price action, and it's on M1 supply, there you go. Why is it M1 supply? Because it breaks. It's a indecision candle that breaks structure. Okay, M1 supply, trending down. Lower highs, lower lows, supply. Shitty price action, compression basically, and it just absolutely blows down. And we were talking in the evening and morning analysis how it was kind of buy the dip day, but the dip was quite low down, so there's no reason to just short along into wherever. And I think I noticed, well, let me see what happened on Discord, because where I took the screenshot is where I took profit. Let's see, price 45. So what was 45? So 45. Why did I take it 45? That can't be right. That must have been like a TP or something. 1445. So I must have taken it down here. Yeah. I must have read all this. But if I'm just like, I'm looking at the screenshot and that doesn't make sense. No, I didn't. I took it here. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. No, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong one. TP price. I took it at 53.9. That's where I took profit. 53.9. 53.9. Okay, so I must have noticed the bounce off the pivot or something like that. Pivot's like a magic level, like magnetic. So I think I just took profit after that. I said 16R, that was my target, but really it was not. It was something like, so I'm flexing saying 46R. It wasn't really. It was like 30, 35 or something.
Oh, how dare you!
I think I had my target, but I do have to say these stops were extremely tight. Like, I'm not lying about those. I input my stops. Okay, to be honest with you, I used the risk of 3 pips. I input my stops up at like 5 pips, but I know that if we pass this VC, then I'm probably gonna get out depending on the price action. So that's just my style. I don't know, people might argue with that. But yeah, this is why I do. I place my mental stops slightly higher than my
it can be beneficial in volatile circumstances.
Yeah.
When you've got wicks, because it's like you could be wicked out in a second and then it's back down again.
That's it. It can just,
I get it. I use hard stops, but I understand why.
Yeah, no, I use the hard stops as well. But I use them slightly above where I mark them. So I'll input my hard stop, say above here. And then when price moves down, I'll move it to where I mark, okay? And then I'll trail it to break even after 10 pips. So you figure out your own way of doing it. That's the way I do it.
Personal preference in it.
Yeah, it's you kind of got to find your own comfort zone with that, and you're gonna go through some frustration where you get stopped out and it goes your way.
Yes. Yes.
It's FX. It's like, it's not. It's volatile. It's the most volatile asset class you can trade, and that's why we trade it. We're traders. We trade volatility. We're not looking for stable long-term growth. We're looking for spikes and big volatility movements. And today was particularly volatile. And then I guess the whole movement down was compression on M15. I get it, like the compression was most obvious on M15, I'd say. And the idea was to get a buy. We didn't know exactly where. It was going to be after taking liquidity. So I entered after London low, break London low, I just come out. I just come back. I was out for a few hours. When I came back, this was happening. It was 1 o'clock, or no, it was just before. It was like 12:55. So I see this break below London low, move up, and then it comes down and tests the imbalance. So that would be setup one, break of London low, in a trading level in demand, and then break a structure, which is the 39.0. That structure. Some people prefer to have a break a high low, or that's fine, whatever you want. That is a break a structure though, and then retest, and it failed. So as it moved below, I took a loss. Like it was a small loss. I didn't let it go. I didn't let it run down or anything. And I saw what was going on and exited. And then we all came on group chat. I'd say about 1 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
And then there was discussion, I think, about I wanted to see yesterday's New York low taken because it was so damn close. I think, and right, what I was seeing, honestly, was this trend line. A break above it, and what you usually get is some kind of fake out in New York, and then it will do something like this. That was my expectation, right? But that was pure expectation. So maybe what I should have done was, I don't know, maybe made a note of M5 structure change.
Yeah.
So we changed.
Yeah, I think as well we're waiting on a liquidity sweep, won't we? And into the H4 FVG.
Yeah.
I think that was like
there was this
a prime buy because we had
Yeah.
Depop and stuff around it, or weekly. Was it weekly pop?
That
Point
was
of
it.
control and
No, it was big high volume node, Fibonacci pullback.
Yeah.
It was the 382 Fibonacci pullback and a weekly pivot. So this whole area seemed like ripe for the picking to me. One of our members, Leo6, got into the long, and I hubristically said, "You're gonna get smoked, mate," or something. And I had to eat a bit of humble pie there because it went up.
Yeah, he nailed it, didn't he?
Yeah,
he
nailed it. Well done. And I was like, how did you? Well, I know how I did it. I mean, change the M5 structure. I should have been on that. But I kept trying to short it. I think I didn't really give up. And I lost a little bit here. Try to short and shorted the Asia low. I basically became married to the idea of a sell, and got into trouble. Still try to sell this when in fact the move we were waiting for was going on.
Yeah.
And I got to this point where it rocketed, and it's 3 o'clock. I just give up completely.
Yeah.
It does this. I think, Robbie, you said there was a way to get in somehow.
There was a way. If you switch on to M5, we had a break of M5 structure. So we broke the first little swing high M5, but it took out the second one. So it's definitely there's a change. There's a change of momentum if you see it, and then you got a bit of a basing candle, then a big leg out.
Yes.
If you look around 1440, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a sort of basing candle, a big leg out, retraced into it, and then it's short right after that. 14. But on M1, I suppose you could have got a tighter entry, I think, personally.
1440. Okay. I don't think I would have caught that.
Yeah, I was looking at it, but if you went to M1, you could have got it a bit better, I think.
I think I was so pissed off. I'd taken losses. I was pissed off, and I thought I was gonna enter this Incredible Hulk kind of phase where I just smash everything. I don't know. So I just missed it completely. So it was very, very annoying because I don't want to.
To be fair, I haven't checked on the footprint what it looked like, that the potential entry that I seen, but
yeah. And
I
the
might
thing is,
have a look.
that's this is what I said last night. GU is a clear buy the dip.
Mhm.
And then watch 1575 because we have equal highs. That was the target of the day. So it pissed me off, quite frankly, but hey, can't catch them all. What I should have done, and I'm guilty of overtrading. Everyone knows that.
Aren't
Was
we all?
I think aren't we all to an extent because it's greed, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think once you've got a healthy profit, it's very good just to close down for the day because
100%.
yeah, things can happen. You can
Yeah.
you know, you get yourself into a bit of a pickle, as I did. But the three trades, very importantly, they followed the rules to the T.
Yeah.
There was nothing
100.
aggressive about them to me. If you disagree, please DM me, Jeff T Discords. Visit the Cable Traders Instagram. Give me a thumbs up or a like or whatever. No, it's not a thumbs up, is it? It's Facebook. Like a heart, a lovely heart.
Something.
Something. Comment.
Yeah.
Tell me you
Yeah,
hate
it's
me.
just-
Tell me I'm a con artist. Tell me I didn't take these trades live that I've actually posted and I photoshopped them and I've just explained exactly how I did them. You know. Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just looked on Footprint. There was an entry, Jeff. So you could have got. I know that. I'm just looking. There was a.
Can you show me somehow?
Yeah.
Or maybe
let me see.
could you post it in the group or something?
Let me take a snippet. Let me take a snapshot. I'll take a snapshot of the Footprint, and so if we have a little look.
While you do that, I'm just gonna post my main zones in evening analysis just so we can have a quick look for tomorrow. It's getting to like 9:30, so it won't be too long.
Yeah. Let me just snip into this as well. So.
And just give me bling.
Right. So that's at 1420.
Where'd you post it? Cable main chat or mentorship?
Yeah. Mental.
Oh, I love that sound MT4 makes, eh? Bling. Boing.
Where is it?
So what are we looking at? Alright, the footprint.
Yeah, it comes down and touches on the imbalance.
Which one?
So there's a 0 so look at 1620. Just after the little, it's like a little accumulation as such. It comes down and touches into the 010. I mean, you've already broke structure of the zone and it's completely changing.
Oh, 010 diagonal. I got you.
Yeah. So, and you come down and you see the volume declines as you get a 60 and a 57.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you could have caught the long from that, I would say, personally.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, you look at the volume on the way up, you're talking it's half volume testing, retest.
Yeah.
That's a clear entry.
It's
and if some people might class that as a little M1 demand.
Yeah. I think I agree. I'm just trying to look at it in the chart now. Whereabouts in the chart is it?
So is it TradingView or?
I've pulled up your chart that you posted. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Oh yeah. No, I've got it.
So you see it in the green box where it comes in.
So it tapped Asia low. So I was shorting at that point. So any kind of long at this point was out of my wheelhouse. So that's it. That's perfect. Yeah. And it was on Frankie low as well, key level kind of thing. Brilliant analysis, my friend.
Yeah, I was already off by that point. I was like, nah, I'd hit my target and left for the day.
No, yeah,
I just loved it.
Thing is,
Marley, he said he's excited for my debut.
Well, it's gonna be posted tonight, so maybe this will get the most likes of any video that we've ever had.
We could be a double act.
Yeah, thinking
You say
perky or like
you have to release Robbie merchandise.
merchandise,
uh,
t-shirts.
yeah. Yeah, so I think that was the trades for today, and wasn't it? That's pretty much
There
everything.
was plenty to do. I say, and if you weren't trading on, it was Tuesday. Is it today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
Tuesday's a bloody brilliant day to trade. Plenty of
yeah,
volatility. You follow the order flow.
yeah,
You make a plan the night before of where you think it's gonna go.
yeah.
Uh,
You sort of had Monday to see where the market may be going.
yeah, and it was basically it's gonna dip. You know, I think we'd planned that out.
From that,
Anyway, I'm just gonna go into evening analysis and post both of my main zones, and we'll see if we agree zone wise.
I've not even done analysis. I was too hyped up for video. Let's see. What did we react off of when we come back down to H4? Supply, would you say?
Hold up, I'm just posting my zones. Give me a second. Stop hassling me, man. G. Where's G? GBPSD. Let's see. I do have some zones that I drew earlier. But these are just the major, like the white oak inspired zones.
Yep.
And I do see we've touched the daily trend line and just wicked above it and closed below it. Anyway, I'll post my zones and you let me know what you think. I think just looking at the weekly down to the hourly, it can kind of give you a lot of rich information. Just studying that alone, nothing else. Anyway, morning, right? I posted it in evening markups. Obviously, it's the evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, we'll open the GU one first. Okay, weekly supply. We're gonna move up. It looks like we might be going for the equal highs in on the weekly. Whenever you see anything equal like that, that's liquidity. So what level is that roughly? 1,650. I think we're headed up there personally. I think.
Oh yeah.
I also mentioned on daily we're very likely to see trend line manipulation. So like something to draw in breakout traders, okay, on the trend line. So that would tie in with what I said about the weekly. So
Sounds very Canadian.
Yeah. So I think some kind of move up, but like not necessarily like immediately. You know, I think we've just taken out equal highs, so a dip would make sense tomorrow. A dip, I think, a little dip, and then a big long. And I I've got H1 demand down at 1,450 ish, down 1,430 to 1,450, okay, and down and also down at 1,345 ish.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
So yeah, I say that I dip down to 1,450 at least. Where we at now? 115, like 100 pips. So we'll see what happens overnight. But I'm still bullish in general. I want to buy the dip again tomorrow. Like H4, H1's bullish. I still want to go with that, and it looks like it's losing momentum, but I think it will go for the highs here. Personally, those daily highs.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Other opinions are valid. Whether we go down to the 1,345 ish, it seems like a bit much, but some kind of dip. I'll be looking at my zones tomorrow on my FVGs and try to make some assessment. And Dixie, let's see what Dixie's doing.
Yeah.
Dixie is pushing into weekly supply, weekly demand, sorry, and it's clearly going for that weekly low, like 2 weeks prior. I don't know if it hit it or not. Did it? Well, let's have a look. Weekly. US dollar currency index.
Jesus.
I can't even see the wick because of all the shit.
Yeah, you could say it hit her.
Yeah, no, see, I've drawn arrows, so I can't see the wick. Yeah, it hit it. And it hit the trend line. But here's the kicker. We've got this big fair value gap, right? I don't know if you can see my screen, Robbie. Can you?
I don't know if you're still no, you're not sharing anymore, but is it on Dixie?
Well, I'll post
Is
it.
it a daily?
I'll post it. Hold on.
Yeah.
There is a big gap below there. And I think it might make another little drive down.
Yeah.
But after a bounce, because we are on demand, that is demand. This is H1 demand. So a bounce is expected. Therefore, some pullback on GU. A bounce off a trend line. Make everyone think it's bouncing off the trend line. Blah blah blah.
Draw them in, smoke them.
Yeah. So yeah, something like that. A dip in GU and a rise in Dixie after touching demand. But what I'm thinking might happen is, well, I'll draw it as a path. I've also got a parallel channel. Very interesting.
Oh,
do you see it?
I don't mess with that stuff.
No, I don't. I don't mess with it either. But I'm thinking like it does sometimes.
Anyway,
it does sometimes pan out.
what time frame you talking?
Well, I've posted it on like.
Oh yeah, I see.
Weekly, but really you could do it on 4 hourly to make it look a bit better.
And daily, yeah.
Yeah, parallel channel. Interesting. What, a bull flag actually.
Rise.
And honestly they tend to be respected. So there might be. I don't like trend lines and channels and that kind of crap. I like supply and demand. That's like how I learned. And but yeah, it's there. It's relevant because it's liquidity. So if I was just to go into the 15-minute and make like a little.
You've got daily thingies, daily equal highs as well. If you look back at 13th October and 21st October.
Yeah.
Grab.
What I might expect tomorrow is some kind of bounce. And then possibly down to 108. I'm thinking it might hit 108. Possibly. But it might hit these highs first. The highs made today, London highs. So I'm going to mark that as a possible target. There's a lot of like, Asia high stuff that I need to delete. All this shit I'll delete later on. Anyway, we might see a move above the highs made in London on Dixie. I think is very likely, or it might just make a lower high or something like that and respect the supply. And we'll just have to follow it and see what the volumes say. On GU, where did we say it might go to? 1,450 or something like that.
Yeah, and back down into the.
So there's right. The first thing I see is this big gap that develops today. Oh shit. we in general, there's like fair value gap here, this kind of space, right? This empty space, and demand here. Like, I don't know if we'll reach all the way down there, but demand. I'm sorry, my chart is such a mess, but it is what it is.
No, you're not.
It's actually unintelligible as is. So, but you know, I clean it up at the start of the day.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm expecting. I'll just post it as a kind of very vague, general, something like that. If you see it on evening markups, you know, that's basically what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
No, that level is, you know, that's last week's point of control, so that's 1.5. A round number retest would make sense. But also say 1475 down to the demand, that would make sense too. So we'll just have to watch. Asia might get down there and we might want to buy straight away. Or Asia may rise or just range or do something like that. So I think that's that. Have we got anything else to say?
No, nothing from me. I'm just looking back at it, when it hit that supply from earlier.
Now,
That's all I'm looking at.
Remember we were looking at US 30? And I mentioned this high.
I remember you mentioning the high, but
I'm gonna post it, and it smashed it, and that should have been a major clue for the GU bullishness. And I ignored it. I just saw it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But it was
market correlations, man.
Intra-market correlation. So that was when we went online, in the middle somewhere, and then bullish. Okay, intra-market correlation. So US 30 up, dollar down, GU up. That's it. That's the name of the game. So yeah, we have to keep an eye on those things, liquidity targets, blah blah blah, and just keep an eye on things. So I guess, should we sign off?
That's us wrapping up for the night, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you. I guess 5 o'clock-ish or something. 5
as always, every day.
Yeah, every day. 365 days a year. Yeah. All right.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Right,
Thanks.
take
See
it
you.
easy.